like it or not, this is not a Mario game. She can pull off the biggest upset of the night because, again, she is underdog. Let's call for this. Her name is Yoshi G. Yoshi, what's up?
Hey, I'm sorry I'm late. I overslept.
No, you good. You good. Listen, y'all. Listen, it's just a blessing when y'all come on this platform. That's how I feel. Late.
Oh,
You came at 8:50 if you want. It don't matter to me. I can
oh
talk all day.
yeah.
I can talk all day.
How are you, Mr. J Black?
I'm good. I'm good. But I'm not the battle rapper though. So if I'm good or not, it doesn't matter. How you?
Oh,
It's setting in, huh?
yeah. As I practice and I go over everything,
Mm-hmm.
I'm prepared. So that's the good part, right?
That's
But it's
good.
like, how can you prepare for Charlie Clips? Because I've seen him less prepared and still come out a winner.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't want to put pressure on myself to do something that a lot of people haven't been able to do, which is clearly beat Clips or body Clips.
Yeah.
I'm putting more so the emphasis on making sure that I'm properly prepared with dang, who is calling me? Hold on.
Okay. I'm still here. So we got Yoshi G in the building. We're talking about clips.
Everybody keep calling me. I'm
They
more
usually call
so
when you live, so that's just it. It happens.
I'm more so trying to make sure that I show that I can perform at a high level, especially on a main stage, because I see that's what gets you those bigger plates and bigger bags.
Mm-hmm. Okay, and you're fresh off a shot of remind Chrome 23. You battled Prestavia on a big stage, low key, kind of 200 people or more. What have you learned from that to go against Clips on an even larger stage, knowing what he just did with Lou Castro? No offense, Lou.
Oh yeah, you know what? With Prestavia, that was a good practice, but I don't know if it's gonna be the same aesthetics. For example, it was basically just me and her up there, and she had her crew. I feel like with this battle, if I'm basing it off of like the other big events that I've seen, there should be people on the stage
Oh
regardless.
yeah, oh
Just
of course, of course.
people who got stage passes, and that
Mm-hmm.
worked in my favor in the Lady Caution battle because I had unbiased people around who just want to be entertained.
Mm-hmm.
So what did I learn from the Prestavia battle? Really, just to get out of my head and enjoy the moment for what it is. You know what I mean? And doing my studying on Charlie Clips, even though he's a master of ceremony and he has the crowd control down pat, there have been moments in his career where, for whatever reason, the crowd was not gravitated to him. They were gravitated more so to the other opponent. But he was always, for the most part, able to dig himself out of that. So studying that helped me prepare for if I am in a situation where they're loving and sitting on everything Clips is saying, and I'm struggling to get a reaction. I've seen it be done. Of the things you need to do to kind of grab the crowd back, get that energy back. And I think what it really starts with is confidence.
That's a fact. I would say rebuttaling too, but it's up to you. That usually helps.
Yeah, I want to rebuttal, but I want it to be organic. I don't want to rebuttal like, oh, let me try to be outdo Clips. You know how people battle Trez and they try to bring three of them
Yeah, three of them.
things?
Yeah, that's a
It's
fact.
like, I'm gonna let Clips have his lane. That's his lane. But
Mm-hmm.
I definitely, if I see an opportunity to rebuttal or to I'm definitely counter writing. So
Mm-hmm.
I'm always in some drama, always in some bullshit. So there are things that I could prepare that he may bring
Yeah,
up and he may say that I could
yeah.
probably address in a rebuttal.
That's actually smart right there. You know, you in a lot of shit. You can talk about this person, that person, talk about you, whatever. So to have a counter prepared, that's a rebuttal, regardless whether it's freestyle or not. You
Right.
bring it to the top of the round and you address it while he's that makes a lot of sense. But you actually had the crowd going against Clips already. Y'all low key. This is one of my face off questions, but I'm gonna just throw it in here. You had the crowd going against Clips already. You was actually beating him in a sense when you battled Bill.
I
And you
was
said
shocked
what you
at
said.
that. I was shocked at that. Because I seen Clips. Can you see me?
I can see you good.
Oh, okay. I seen Clips that day before I battled Bill because me and Bill battled the next day of
Yeah,
King
yeah,
versus
that's a
20.
fact.
So everybody was still in the city. So I seen Clips and I'm like, yo, why did you shoot at me? Because I thought we was cool.
Mm-hmm.
And you taking a shot like this with my reputation, people gonna believe it. So I'm like, I hope you know I have to shoot back equal or harder. So I think he didn't take me serious. I'm like, I'm about to battle. I have an opportunity to
Clips,
shoot
I'm
back.
pressing you. You said shit about me. I'm pressing you, nigga. What's up?
Yeah, because I'm
Why
like,
are you laughing? Watch this.
Because I'm like, dang, do you want to battle or something? Because I'm not, the way my mental health and my sensitivity work, you can't just be throwing random shots at me if it's not going to come with some kind of benefit. You just hurting my feelings at this point. So I'm like, what are we doing? We going to battle? So that's why I said this is the perfect time to shoot at him. I never expected it to hit because the culture loved Charlie Clips way more than they love me. So for me to take a dig at him and they receptive to it, and they were very receptive to it. So I'm thinking like, this is an open door. This is an open lane that nobody's really been able to take because he haven't battled women. And the women that he did battle, there was some kind of connection. Couture, who he dated, and Farrah, who he was super duper cool with. So I don't think nobody really, like a woman, really talked to Clips in a way like he needs to be talked to. Like, come on.
Now, I was saying this to C3 and Shuni, and I think they low-key kind of disagree with it. I said the women have an advantage because they can, like you're saying, they have a way to talk to you, right? And if they kind of return that energy, it's kind of catty and petty. It's like, we don't want to see men be that catty and petty to discuss this, and that. But the women can. Do you agree with that or you disagree?
That is the benefit because we have the ability to do and say anything. I know because I crossed the line plenty of times. So as a woman, there are things that we can say. There's some Clips bars that I've been thinking of that nobody has been able to say to him. Why? Because it would be hella palsy. But his name in itself is a thought bar. So it's like, it's so much stuff that I could do with him that has never been done, just that we can do as women and that we can say. Also taking the role where we don't always have to be the aggressor. So, I don't always have to say that I want to kill you. I can make fun of it and say, I don't know how to hold the gun. Or I don't, you know what I mean? Like it's so much to do when you're a woman. As opposed to a man, there's so many limitations because can't say nothing that's too palsy. You can't say nothing too soft. It's just, with us, I feel like more women should do it because we can go anywhere with it.
Okay. Now, how do you feel about, in a sense, I know a lot of people coming at you and you're saying stuff because at the end of the day, it is Clips and you being underdog and they saying you might lose.
Oh yeah, that's
out of any battles on the card. I kind of heard you back and forth a low key a little bit, and out of anybody on the card, they said you're the one that's gonna lose.
Well, on paper, it's real easy to pick me to be the one that's going to lose. I got the least amount of experience of all the girls, and I got the biggest name of all the girls. So it's really easy on paper to say, you know what, Yoshi's going to lose. And I'm confident because I was confident enough to sign the contract and battle him. But I'm not delusional, you know what I mean? So I can't be as confident as I was with some of the other battles going in, like, yo, I'm going to catch a body or I'm going to do this and do that. He can't fuck with me. That's not, I can't live in that space. But I know I'm going to be amazing. I know I'm going to rap well because I always do. And I'm always the underdog. I was the underdog versus Bill. I was the underdog versus Tori. I was the underdog versus Drugs. I was the underdog versus Christy Yamaguchi. I was the underdog versus Prestavia. It's just kind of like, I'd be shocked if somebody had me to win a battle. Because with my brand, it's like nobody want to lose to thought bars. Yeah. Nobody wants. It hurts. It hurts a lot more. Like the people that I beat, I don't be seeing them no more.
Oh, shout out to Tori.
And Caution.
Oh, he said Caution too. Shout out to both of them ladies. I mean that kind of holds true right there. But with Clips again, what he did versus Lou, I definitely understand the picks. But I want to ask you this too. I kind of threw this at Shuni and C3 is this a team game for you or is just you versus Clips? Because, the ladies are down 0-2. Or are you just trying to, if Yoshi beats Clips, I'm good. Or do you want, are you
Yoshi get around on Clips, she good. But, but I would like to, it would be really nice just for this event if we, us ladies, could stay together and just ride for each other. You know what I mean? Because I am rooting for them. I'm rooting for even the ones that seem like far-fetched. I'm rooting for Jazz. I'm rooting for Vixen. I'm rooting for Official. Like, I want the ladies to win because I understand this is like This is like summer madness for us. Like this
Mm-hmm.
event, the girl who wins at this event, it's a good chance she's gonna be Wody or in the running for Wody. You know what I
Talking
mean?
shit.
So I want the girls to do well. I understand it's gonna be a level up for all of us, especially if we go out there and do what the fuck we're supposed to do.
Mm-hmm. All right, and as far as how we got to winners, they said it. This made a lot of sense. URL is dominant on caffeine, so we, for the most part, throughout the year, we see men. So their fan base is bigger. If a battle was close, what they're saying that they'll vote for the man anyway. What's your take on that? And then would you think there should be a different judging system going into Kings versus Queens? And what would you agree on?
You know what? I was gonna take B dot. I've been preparing for B dot. And so when I realized that the B dot one wasn't going to go down, when I said I'll take clips, I kind of looked at his research. So normally I would say I think there should be a way to make the votes more fair. But clips is 7-0 on the app. Any battle that he have, even with a man that's close, his fan base is going to give it to him. So I'm not saying that I already have it in my head that I'm going to lose the votes or lose on the app. But in my mind, if I win, then I know I really fucking won. Yeah, if they give me
if you get the votes, that's crazy.
Really won. Yeah.
But I will say this too, in this culture, I feel like you're underdog. And again, if you win, it's a heavy upset. So even if it's close, you think that people might switch to, oh no, Yoshi was. It's debatable. And do you subscribe to that theory? If it's debatable with a woman, it should go to the women.
I'll take it, but I feel like
be like that though. Equal rights.
If it's debatable, it's debatable. Which 2 rounds did you prefer? From which artist did you prefer? Yeah. Type of thing. But I feel like with this, specifically for me, battling clips, as long as I don't just lay down and die, I think that it's gonna work in my favor. And I hate to do this, but I prepare for the worst too. So if I did just die, if I go out there and I rap my heart out and I die, that's all everybody gonna talk about. Then I gotta go into my damage control promo bag and I could spin that beautifully.
You're low-key a marketing genius. I'll be peep what you doing half the time though.
I can spin that beautifully. Because clips been a lot of niggas. So
that's a fact. You know what I mean? Now, other matchups are going down in the card. How do you feel about the recent switch between Tay-Rock and Surf to Vixen?
I like it for Vixen because it's going to show the people how much of a champion she is, that she's going to be able to adjust between 2 top tier battlers in a short amount of time, which clearly the men are not able to do because they need their friends to come replace their battles.
Oh, wow. Here we go. It starts.
So she's the assassin for a reason. I think Vixen will be fine. But I do think I would say Tay-Rock for Kings versus Queens, not just in general, but for Kings versus Queens, I think Rock is a tougher opponent.
Yeah, I mean the way he talks to the ladies is a little different,
right?
It's no foreplay. It's straight like, you look like this, you better act like this. What's up?
Right. He gets straight to it, and he got more of that hands-on experience. So he got C3, he got official. So I think Vixen will be fine. I think she'll do great. Yeah.
All right, before we get back to the battles, I'm gonna ask you one more question before we do the predictions. Is this the biggest stage you ever been on?
Yeah, they just keep getting bigger. The stages keep getting bigger. The opponents keep getting bigger, literally, and the bags keep getting bigger.
That's good. No matter what's being said, the bags keep getting bigger. Okay, opportunity gets bigger. Now, how do you feel that's gonna affect your performance?
I can't let it shake me. Like I've been in Charlotte. I was at Summer Impact, so I seen what the crowd could look like and get like. You know what I mean? And I seen people fold under the pressure of those lights. But it came from honestly not being prepared, and knowing that I was gonna take clips. I'm like, Yoshi, if you do this, you can't give him these beat up bars. You can't give him these damn elevator bars. They're gonna see straight through that. I
It's a
needed to
fact.
be, yeah, I needed to be direct, and I needed to be able to, show that I feel like I'm a top tier female at this point. But they always keep saying, you don't got no top tier name. So what name is more top tier than Charlie Clips, especially if I have a great showing
He's the
versus him?
most viewed battle rapper on the US side of things. So
Right.
that's a very top tierish opponent. Let me
So
ask
I'm
you this
excited.
while we here. What happened with, I mean, if you can't, it's up to you if you how much you can reveal or can't reveal. What happened with the beat out battle? That was a lovely one that y'all had, like, you had
Oh,
disc records and stuff like that too. I
so
wouldn't be mad at
much
that.
going on with B Dot. I was first off when he called me out in 2020.
Yeah.
I'm like, no. I'm like, no, you just killed mad niggas on the roof. You on a crazy spree. Like, why you want to call me out and have a
Yeah.
conversation with me, little old me? So I said no. And so we end up missing out on the Kings vs. Queens, the second one.
Mm.
So then when I finally get the courage, I drop the diss song, we're going back and forth. I'm like, you know what? I'm just gonna battle beat that. Like, fuck it. Then it comes Kings vs. 3 come around, and he got too much going on. That's
Yeah,
why
he
he wasn't
busy.
able to battle Surf. And
Exactly.
so I didn't want to put that pressure on him because I know I'm crazy. I don't want like a not focused B dot. I want a very focused, trying to elevate me B dot. So, I was willing to miss out on this Kings versus Queens. But so many people was like, yo, Yoshi should be on this. Yoshi should be on this. So I begged and pleaded and found a way. And only a few people could get ready last minute. And Clips is one of them.
Okay. But in your mind, the IQ that you're showing, you must ask yourself, yo, why would Clips say yes to me? Or why would Clips say, I want to do this outside of the money? There must be
Right.
something there that I can kind of play with.
There's a history there from both sides. And I think he understood it's going to be
Okay.
fun. So that was the selling point when we were trying to get him to do it. This is going to be fun, Clips. You're going to get a bag, going to have fun, King versus Queens, no pressure. Because he just battled Lou. So it's like to get ready. Like, he didn't know. Like when he's battling Lou, he didn't know he was going to be on King versus Queens versus me. We had a short amount of time.
Mm-hmm.
So for him to take it, I know he got something up his sleeve, but I don't think it's 3 rounds. Like I think he still have to sit down and prepare. Like I don't think he already had his rounds ready when he said yes. So
okay,
I know he's gonna take me serious. That's what I hope is that he take me
I
serious.
think he's definitely gonna take you serious.
Yeah, that's what I want. People like, you don't want him to not have a third or play around. Nah, that's not the Clips I want, because if I win, then they're gonna hold that against me.
Like, oh, you won because that's really tight. Yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense. Now we can get to the card. Now the rest of the questions I have, I want to say for the face off when y'all do sit down and meet.
What we doing a face off? I'm gonna show up for you, Jay Black.
Thank you. Appreciate that. I should be doing it. And was it busy in the chat? Am I doing a face off? I'm probably doing a face off. They got me out there early too, so I'm definitely probably
okay.
And I appreciate that, but you have all the women winning, right?
Did I have all the women winning?
And going into Kings versus Queens, I'm assuming you have all the women winning.
Yeah, I'm rooting for them. Okay. Now that's my honest prediction is I'm rooting for them. I do think some ladies have a tough battle like me. I think Jazz got a pretty tough one. Surprisingly, I think Official got a pretty tough one. I know everybody's saying, oh, she'll be fine, but DNA is not one that I would take lightly. Mm-hmm. So I think she got a pretty tough one. But like I was saying before, there's some girls that have shown naturally that they could work a huge stage, right? Jazz, Official, Vixen, in my opinion. But then I think there are other ladies like myself, like Casey, like First Lady Flames, that still have to show and prove that we can perform at that level.
Okay. Now, who do you have win? Okay, if you have the ladies winning, or if you don't, it's up to you. If you have Jazz winning, why do you have her winning? And how does she win?
Oh, all my picks are strictly just Team Woman. Like, it's full of bias. But
yeah, so how does Jazz make it, to the promised land come to 30th?
Oh, how can Jazz beat Geechee?
They use it.
Does Jazz have more star power than Geechee?
Shout out to Jazz. Due to Geechee battling so frequently and his ability to catch up to a lot of people, even the God tierish people, in a sense, I think Geechee has the more star power.
Oh man, I'm trying to see what attributes she might have. You know what? I think if Jazz just go out there and be herself,
Mm-hmm.
rap very, very well, and just keep staring at that nigga. Like, don't stop staring at him. I think she'll be fine.
Yeah. And I said this. I said this on Champion. I said, listen, is Jazz versus Geechee, right? If they was in a small room, it could be a very huge problem for Jazz. But I think she has a better chance it being on the big stage because we just saw her on Till Death Do Us Part, and she low key arguably had performance of the night. So if she can apply that in some way and make that go against Geechee, she has a strong chance. I would
Right.
still have Geechee though.
Right. And then I was thinking, with them being the main event, because me and Clips, we gonna the energy pause. We're gonna tear the
Boy,
roof
I don't think that's a pause
off
though.
the building.
Good.
We're gonna tear the roof. I was thinking about myself. We're gonna tear the roof off the building. The energy gonna be crazy. So I was thinking about the battles that had to follow that, like Casey Verb, Rock and Vixen, and all of that. Like you got to get the energy back. I'm thinking me and Clips battle is going to be like crazy to where the next battle it'll either benefit from it because they got a crowd that's lit, or it could hinder them because now everybody like want to go have a smoke and have a break because the last battle was so entertaining or whatever.
Yeah. Averb versus KCJ.
Right. Why did I have Casey winning? Because she's a girl. I hate to go against Verb. Verb, you know I love you dearly, but like I said earlier, I'm trying to rock with the ladies, and you are Verb, like what people would consider gods here. You're on a lot of people Mount Rushmore. Casey haven't really had a clear win over a guy outside of the tournament since, without something going on. So Twerk fucked up, Prep fucked up. And then when a guy did take her serious, she ended up losing. So I would like to see if she could clearly beat Verb, who would be great for her resume.
Okay. Next up, should I go to day 2 or no? Jack Boy and Flame. Let's go that way.
I'm really interested in this battle, just because I feel like it could go left. Like it could go left, meaning somebody could say, you know what, fuck, I love you and I love this relationship.
But I'm about to say what happened.
I'm about to. I want to win. Yeah. So that what has my intrigue with that battle, and I see more so than the other battles. That's the one where the lady I seen was like closer to winning the polls. So I've been hearing more people say Flames than Jack, and normally I would agree because I do think she is like more bar heavier. She probably have the better pin, but in this setting, I feel like that performance is very, very crucial and vital. And I feel like he's gonna be like moonwalking around Shorty. And I don't know if she's gonna be able to match that energy. So it's like pin versus performance type of battle.
Okay. Do we do Tay-Rock and Vixen?
Yeah, I got Vixen. Because they be battling Vixen for the wrong reasons. And they be battling Vixen to see that booty and to get a kiss at the end.
Oh man.
And so don't play with Vixen. Like I try to tell, and I feel like Surf heard me when I was saying this in my interviews. Don't play with that woman. Please, y'all, don't play with her and think that she's not like a regular girl. Like I don't look at her as a regular girl.
Yeah.
Don't play with Vixen.
It's not a layup. It's not an all-star game with Vixen. Yeah. Yeah.
Don't play with that lady because you will really be looking crazy. DNA was not even playing with her. DNA was rapping.
And they thought she won.
He was rapping very well. So all I gotta say is, Tay-Rock, you're gonna need more than a second round, boo. You're gonna need a first and a third too with that lady. Don't play with that lady.
Yeah, and no, a body bitch in the third.
Or if this not the battle to try it.
Do it for 30 seconds.
Yeah, and her body fire. So I don't know what we're gonna say. So it's like I would like to see Rock getting that kind of aggressive bag that he was with C3, and he got into that same pocket with Official in certain parts. Like, just be mad, Rock. Like, be mad.
Yeah, that's a fact. The last one. Let me see. Just make sure I got DNA and Official. Speaking of Official.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I got Official winning. just because DNA so scary. He's so scared of me. He's so scared of me. And he gonna talk
He's
about,
supposed to.
oh, I need to
I was supposed
call
to
in
battle,
sick.
right?
He don't want these problems.
Oh
Listen, he gonna
shit.
tell me to call in sick. Call in sick for clips. No. How about no? But he said he wasn't battling no more women.
Mhm.
Then he ended up battling his ex-teammate, his sister. So how convenient. I got really official packing him up
Mhm.
because you said you wasn't battling no more women because you
Yeah.
know shit wasn't sweet. Then for whatever reason, you got the courage to come back over here knowing this your weakness. So official got to do what needs to be done. I see Verb just joined.
Oh shit. Oh shit, ladies and gentlemen, we got Yoshi and Aver. It's about to go up. He probably was listening too.
Yeah, I didn't want to say
Co-
that, but I got to root for the ladies because I hope they root for me. Shit.
okay. Cocaine. Is this cocaine VZ?